Now, this is section 2.4, create a routing for the rich front commuter bike. So if you are done with bill of material, the next step to do is to specify how to create those product or semi-finished product in your facility, and that is indicated in routing decision. So in routing, you are going to put those steps in a sequential manner or parallel manner, so that the workers working in your facility may understand what is happening. So let's work with RFRT 2000, and to do that I want you to go back to the menu and go to logistics and production, and we are going to go to master data and routing. Now instead of bill of materials, we are going to go to routings, and there we have standard routings. So routings and standard routings, and we want to create a routing for the product, such as the finished product or semi-finished product. And let's start with RFRT 2000-222, and we'll have to create routing for RFRT 1000 and also semi-finished product later. So DL00 is good, and here you can hit enter. Then it takes you to the next step, and there you see, group counter is 1 DL00, and the rich front commuter 222 is there, and usage. Let's see what usage we have. Production, right? We are working on production, so click on 1. Overall status. What is the overall status? It's released. So number 4 is the one, and we are going to go to now operation. What kind of operation are you going to use, right? So you go to operation, and here you are going to specify, in bill of materials you put all the products and parts into that product that you're going to produce, but in routing decisions you are going to enter the steps that you are going to take to work on it. So let's go to work center first, and there are many. So work center assembly 1000, that's what we all want to look at. Start a search, and there's a DL00 assembly 1000. So that's primarily place that this production is going to happen, and the plant is DL00, it's given there, and this next step is assembly, that's control center that we are doing. It could be other places before, but in this case just using assembly here, ASSY, and the step that you are going to take is material staging. So you have to stage the things, the materials. So that's the first step that you want to do. Second step is, again, it's going to be done at assembly 1000, and this is assembly, and the second step is attach seat to frame. So that's the second step, and third step is attach handle bar assembly. Fourth step, again assembly 1000, therefore is assembly, and attach derailleur gear assembly to wheel. Fifth step, again assembly control center, and it's an assembly, and then attach front and rear wheel. Okay, attach front and rear wheels. The sixth step is again assembly 1000. Attach brakes afterward. And then seventh step, assembly 1000 assembly, and then attach pedals. Okay, so that's a seventh step. And eighth step is now you have to inspect if that is right. So inspection, INSP and INSP 1000. Inspect that, and that happens in assembly control center. And say test bike. And then ninth step is packaging. So packaging 1000 and still is assembly, and disassemble. So if the bike is working, it disassemble, and packaging 1000 to pack bike again 1000. Let's move to storage. Move to storage. So if you have done that, you have to just hit enter. Then those things are entered, and you can now you have to move on to each step. So click on material staging, and now you are specifying what is going to happen with the first step, right? So material staging, what are you going to do? And you enter the activity assembly 1000 and DL00, that's the place to work on. And then ASSY, assembly control key, activity is going to be the first step, 0010. And then we have base quantity 1 and operation units each, and how long it's going to take, right? So to set this material up, and say it takes 3 minutes, and you can hit next. And then the mean and later machine or labor, you can do that. And if you have done that, you can go to the labor. It takes 10 minutes. It does not take any machine hour, machine minutes. So labor is 10 minutes and setup is 3 minutes. That's what it takes. And you go to and that's about it. And you can see next operation. Okay, 3 and 10. It's not moving, so you have to save and see what happens. Okay, I hit save, and then it saved and came back to there, but I know that this is not done yet, so I have to change things around. So now CA01 I created, now CA02 or change is allowing me to change in my routing. So I'm kind of glad that again I made a mistake. And here IFRT 2000-222, this is what I want to do, and just delete the group. And with that, then you have entered the setup time, and then if you go over here, and that's a labor time. So you can here set up the time there. So 1 minute for the second step, and 2 minutes, I'm sorry, 1 minute labor time, and then third one, 1 minute of setup time, and 2 minutes of labor. And then fourth one is 1 minute of setup and 2 minutes of labor. And then fifth step, 2 minutes of setup, 5 minutes of labor time. Sixth step, 1 minute that and 2 minutes of that. And seventh step, 1 minute of setup time, 2 minutes of labor time. And eighth one, 5 minutes of labor, and then packaging 5 minutes, packaging 5 minutes, another packaging 5 minutes, and then hit save. Then you have saved them all, right? So that's saved, and that's done. And I'm gonna still need to work on things. So I'm gonna go to change here, CA02 change, and this is what I want to work on. And I have done routing and sequence and operation, and I need to work on component or location. So let's see if I have that. So let's go to routing first. No. Okay, here we are on this routing decision. I need to work on this component or location. So click on that, and so from this to break, I'm going to say that these are one thing to be done together, right? So, you know, warranty document and packaging can be done by the other people, but the first 8 process or steps have to be done together. I'm going to go to new assignment, and activity, I'm going to say it's a 10, and hit enter. So it's an activity 10, or first step that you want to do, and then you want to go to the next, you know, warranty and packaging together, and click on it can be done by the same person or same process, and you click on that, and this is operator 100 rather than 10, so click on that, and you see that activity 100 it became, and it is going to be handled together too, right? So that's done, and you hit save. Then your routing work for RFRT 2000-222 is done. So go back there, and we are going to go to CA01 or create here, because we need to create routing for RFRD 1000. So that will be done. So let me stop here and do it again.